My location is a hair and beauty salon which is situated in a very old converted jail building. It is rumoured to be haunted by the former jailer who worked and lived on site. There are many unusual reports, including a bad smell that has caused the owners to call in professional help, but no source has been found. Equipment has been known to switch on and off by itself, and neighbouring shops have complained about loud banging, which occurs during times when the salon is closed and empty. It's a little different from the norm. Will the team want to investigate?
A friend has been in touch with me with regards to one of her family members who has been experiencing unusual happenings where she lives. She lives alone and has always felt there is another presence in the house. She has reported hearing a strange humming noise which comes from the kitchen and has witnessed the ceiling light in the living room swinging by itself. The occupier has been woken in the early hours of the morning on many occasions and feels as though she is not alone. This could be an interesting place for the team to visit. I have been offered a special invitation to bring the team to a very unique and incredible location. People have witnessed objects moving by themselves and even being thrown. Loud bangs echo around the empty corridors and doors slam with force from the upper floors. Whistling has been heard, and it is even reported the piano has played a couple of notes when no one was nearby. This venue has so much to offer, with numerous buildings oozing with history and hauntings. It is definitely one to test the team.
Every once in a while, an opportunity lands that is too good to miss. This location is an absolute must, as we have been given access to this very exclusive site. However, as I sit within the shadows of this looming building, I have to say I have very mixed emotions. I'm so excited to bring the team to explore this beautiful and vast historic building. But after hearing about the paranormal occurrences that have taken place here, I'm feeling very anxious about what the night ahead has in store for us.
My name's Natalie. I'm the leaseholder here at the George Jarvis School. We do many things inside this building. We run ghost hunt evenings every weekend. We also hire the building out to film crews and photography groups, and we do lots of events here for the local community, such as Halloween fairs and Christmas fairs. I actually live in the village that this building is in. During COVID, I wasn't able to run my public ghost hunting evening, so myself and some of my team members, we actually done some Facebook Lives during lockdown just to show our customers that we're still here and that when we're able to run our public events again, we will do. And one of the ladies that actually lives in the village, she contacted me to say about this old boarding school. And she said, I think it would be a good location for yourself and your team to visit. So I got in touch with the owner, gave him my ideas and a business proposal for the property. He did accept it in good principle. So we had a few meetings and it went from there. The building was built in 1859 as a boarding school. The money used to build this building shouldn't have actually been used. It was the money of a local man called George Jarvis. He actually had a business that he set up in London. He's from the local area, and when he passed away, in his will, he wanted his money to go to the local villages for food, clothing, and that sort of thing. He did not want any public buildings erected. Since the building was built, it has been doomed. It's opened, closed several times. The Bishop of Hereford actually said it's the white elephant, because it just never took off. It was used as a youth hostel in the early 1960s, and American soldiers actually stayed here, and so did British soldiers. So it has got quite a rich history. When the American soldiers stayed here, apparently they only stayed for one night. They were all sleeping on the top floor, and in the middle of the night, bricks came down the chimney, they heard heavy footsteps, and it is believed that one soldier actually opened up the window, walked out the window and fell to his death. A lot of people that live in the village, they've come forward with their stories on the building. It has been known to be haunted ever since it's been stood here. There's various stories in books that have been published. There's various newspaper clippings. And like I said, people that have worked in the building and people that have come to school here have all said about these hauntings. Many of the locals don't come near the building at night. Many of them have seen the ghost of a man in the top floor window. And myself and my team, one evening when we were here, we were outside, we saw a lantern in the top floor window. When we were working on the building, we experienced many things, from the team members being touched, to the taps turning on by themselves in the toilets, to bangs, to doors slamming. And then when we started our public events, hundreds of people that have visited the building have all experienced similar things. Doors do slam on a regular basis, and it's not just the slamming of the door that frightens you, it's the feeling that comes with it. So many things happen in the building. We've actually caught things on CCTV. We've caught doors being closed when no one's been in the building. We've caught objects moving. We've heard loud, heavy footsteps, very, very loud bangs at times. When myself and one other team member was here in the building on our own at 3 o'clock in the morning after a public event, we both heard 2 very loud bangs. It was that loud the floor actually vibrated. And then we heard a scratching sound along the door of the room that we're now sat in. Tonight's investigation should be quite good. I think they'll be quite curious to see what you're doing. We've not had any paranormal filming in this building, and I do think they will make themselves known to you.
Hello.
He's back!
Who's that? Who's this?
Who are you?
Right. Tim is here as a special guest investigator.
Work is work, life is life, but these are never forgotten.
But we've got him for the weekend. Right, so where are we, Sarah?
We are at the fabulous George Jarvis School, and we're in Hereford. So I can't wait to get started. We have got special permission to be here. We've been told it is extremely active, and I've got a really good feeling about tonight. Or actually, I've got quite a bad feeling. A bit of a mixed emotions feeling. So, what do you think? How do you feel about it? I think you're quite nervous about tonight.
Me?
Yes.
I am kind of, because I don't want my name to come out on the dice.
Yes, and let me just say that we're here with the lovely Natalie and Nick, who look after us tonight, this evening. They're staying in the back room out of the way. I think perhaps we might persuade her to come on a vigil later. But they did have a little roll of the dice that we've got here ready to set up later on. And we got Nat to ask whereabouts we should do the dice. And she rolled it, and what did it say, Jane?
Top.
It said top. And then we rolled it again, and she asked the question, who should be the person that should sit and do the dice? And guess what it spelt out? Guess who it said?
Tim, spelt P-H-I-L.
More than one so. It wasn't just the one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, I think we can just all kiss my about me doing that again.
It depends. It's the look of the draw, isn't it? So
Yes,
you never know. You never know. I'm saying that it might even be me. So
Without further ado then, who is going where? I am going to stay on the hub to start with.
which we've set the hub up in here.
It's here.
Yeah. So you're going to be on your own, and this is quite an active area as well, from what we've been told.
I've heard stuff in here already. I've heard girls' voices, and I've heard a sort of not a cry as such, but something similar.
I may brave and go into one of the cellars and just see, bear in mind there's 2 of the little swines here, and just see if anything occurs. I may not last long, then again I may go 10 minutes, I don't know. But we'll see, it's been a while.
Okay, are we all ready? Ready.
Ready? I was born ready.
Oh dear.
Just about ready.
Okay, it's time. Turn out the lights. here. This is myself and Jane. We have come up to the top floor of the George Jarvis School. This is supposed to be a very active area. So of course we've come to this one to start off with. We'll see what happens. We're going to start off together and then we're going to split up.
You'll notice that Sarah's got her hand on my shoulder. I'm actually wearing a body cam. She's just covering up the night vision on it, so it'll be interesting to see if we get anything different because I'm wearing this as well.
Okay, here I am on first vigil. I am on the hub, and I'm in one of the main halls where the piano is. And, apparently the piano has been known to play notes.
In the George Jarvis School, there are 2 cellars. This is basically me on a lone vigil, which is extremely rare. And yeah, I've got the torch on for the minute, just because I think the camera's got a major problem with the focus, which is concerning. But yeah, here we are, in basically known as the cellar with the bottles in. There's a load of bottles just down here. There you go.
Now we've been told that the spirits in here may not, react to us calling out to start with, that they'll probably come forward and let themselves known to us anyway. So it's probably a good thing if we just sort of wait and see to start with. I don't know what you think to that.
Yeah, we can just sort of see, talking amongst ourselves, how we're feeling. I mean, to be fair, if I was up here by myself, I wouldn't be too comfortable, I'm going to be honest, but obviously it does make a difference when you're with somebody. It gives you that security, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I wouldn't feel great on my own.
No. I have to say, I'm coming towards this door to go out into the corridor, and I'm starting to feel a little bit...
You're right.
No, I'm not.
How are you feeling?
I feel okay while I'm in here. But I don't want to go.
You don't want to step through the door?
I want to step through the door.
Did you shuffle it corner then? Hello? There's definitely internal sound. I've got a really bad feeling about this doorway. I've got goosebumps.
I don't know what it is, Jane.
You're right. We've got to make sure we don't panic ourselves.
Is there somebody in the corridor? Can you make a noise and let me know that you're there? Is there somebody out there?
Oh, your voice is going. Tap, then did you hear it?
Very slight. Are you out there? Are you trying to scare me? Oh, no.
What?
No, I just don't like this. I'm sorry.
You're freaking me out now.
I don't like it, Jane. I've only just come up here.
Come on, let's brave it.
Yeah.
If not, we'll end up standing here all night.
Yeah. Okay.
I've put a toy dog and an abacus in the middle of the floor to see if I can get any kind of interaction from whatever might be here. Can you move one of the objects on the floor for me, please?
How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Did you hear that?
Like 2 thuds.
I heard
If we had a thud stuck, they wouldn't have.
one thud, I heard one thud.
I don't like it in this room. There's something about it that just makes me feel uneasy.
Yeah, if anyone's here, any spirits here, friendly, you would, I don't know, maybe like to tap a bottle. Please don't throw anything. I have heard that poltergeist activity can happen here. Please just do something if you can that's a bit nicer than nasty. Oh dear, I can't do this with a torch off, man, I can't. It's nerve-wracking as bloody hell. It's nerve-wracking. Zoom's recording the audio as well. All this actually leads to different ways at the back. Obviously you got another doorway there. It's mainly just sort of storage down here. Come tap one of the bottles. There's some bottles to my right. Thing is, if they do, I'll be off.
It feels colder as we're getting further down to me.
Here it does.
What the hell was that?
Oh my God, that's just given me such goosebumps. I can't even describe it.
What the hell was that? You're right.
Yeah, I'm just.
Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Stood looking at a doorway where if something comes round it, Jesus, you're in a dead end, you know, what are you going to do? Run towards a bleeding thing to get out. If there is a thing or anything happens.
So we've just moved down right to the other end of the top floor, along that corridor. It's not the most pleasant atmosphere, I must admit.
No, it's...
I'm feeling really uncomfortable down here.
What?
Don't know.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, I said I'm feeling really uncomfortable down here.
Why?
Not sure, I just feel really on edge.
Do you think maybe it's because you're on your own, or is it just because I don't know, do you think atmosphere's changed?
I don't know, I've just not felt comfortable since we started this, in this room for me anyway, in this vigil.
Are you alright? Do you want him to join you up there, or to maybe just come up onto the ground floor so he's about nearby?
No, I'm alright for the minute.
So if you are up here, can you walk towards me? If you can hear me, can you walk towards where I'm stood so I can hear your footsteps? Footsteps are something that I heard quite often.
Mm.
Can you try and speak to me?
All right, let me go and assist Mr. Phil, because I think he's getting a bit scared. Oh, see you soon, spirits. Take it easy.
We have a mouse scrutining up the corridor just outside where I am.
Oh, aye.
Tim's going to meet it any second.
He says we got a mouse. What's going on then? You do realise what you've been doing, don't you?
What's that?
Well, I just said to the camera in the cellar, I says, Mr. Phil's not too good with alone vigils. But you realise that even sat here like this, you're doing a alone vigil.
I don't like it.
You don't... So even though you're not in the cellar, where it's a bit more creepy, you know, you are essentially, you've done your first alone vigil.
I just feel really uncomfortable with it, in this room, yeah.
Starting to feel a bit weird now. Moving away from the door. Okay, I've got both doorways in shot.
What was that?
What was that?
Is there anyone here? Can you tell me your name?
Okay, so it has come to that time of night, and I know that Phil, you're dreading this.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
None of us know who's going to get picked, so obviously we've got the dice. And I think that it has to be done on the top floor. So in this little bag here, we've got some chips. And there is one chip in this bag that is a different colour to the rest. So whoever takes out that chip will be the one rolling the dice, asking the questions and seeing what happens. So, who's going to pick first?
Right.
Tim?
I'll just pull one chip out, that's it.
Yeah.
Keep it in your hand.
Closed.
Okay. Away it goes. Got the bag stuck. There you go. Okay.
Okay. That leaves me the last one.
I don't know why I'm bothering with this. Because I just know it's going to be me.
Okay, so there's a one.
Stop swearing. You wait till this comes out.
Let's put all our hands together.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Reaction cam.
Janie! Top floor!
I've been up there already. I'll not bother.
See you later, alligators.
Oh my god, Jane, how are you feeling?
Oh, ecstatic.
Right, Jane, you're all set up, ready to do the dice.
I am.
We're on the top floor. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous. Okay, so I'm going to stick with you on this one, Phil. I think what we're going to do is we're not going to be too cruel. We're just going to head down the other side of the top floor for the time being.
It's a long way away still.
It is a long way away. But we're going to leave you alone in this room. You've got your radio if you need us.
Keep hold of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, guys, so Phil and Sarah are going right to the other side of the building. Not going to lie, I've done a vigil up here already and it's not got a very nice feeling. So, shall we see what the dice say?
You forget in a building when the temperature's so low that when you put your torch on and just breathe, you see the amount of stuff in the air around you. Good God, man. But just looking on this CCTV in this hallway, the camera's just up here and looking down. Good God, there's a lot of stuff in the air, there really is. And then we look on the camera and you got the parlour, which is down the corridor. And then 2 other views of the corridor as well.
Okay, this is Sarah and myself at the far end of the top floor at the George Jarvis School, and we're just about to do a vigil. We've left Jane at the other end doing the dice experiment. So what's your
On her own.
On her own.
Did you hear that?
What?
Sounded like a little knock.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Is there anybody here with us? Can you give us an indication that you're here? Can you make a sound? Can you move something or throw something? Is there anyone here that used to work here? Or is connected to this building? Can you come forward? Can you come closer to us? Did you not hear that?
I heard some... What's that? Is that footsteps?
I don't know.
Did you hear footsteps?
No.
What did you hear?
Breath.
I heard footsteps just after you put the torch on. I heard
Literally
footsteps.
went.
So I'm calling out to all the residents of the George Jarvis School. Is anyone up here listening to me at the moment? Can you spell out yes, if there is, please? We'll try something else.
Any spirits in this room? Anyone? Please go easy. But there's a toy dog and there's a little counter rack there in the floor. See if you can make them move. And I don't mean make them move as in throw them across the room. Just tip them to one side, you know. Move the counter rack, you know, tip it backwards. The dog, you know, tip it to one side.
I'm asking out to the spirits in this building. I know that you are here. Can you... Can you tell me how many spirits there are up on this top floor at the moment? Oh, I'm not doing it all at the minute, am I? Okie dokie.
Now, apparently, from what Nat was saying, that these doors sometimes open by themselves. So if you're here now, can you... Whoa. Can you open one of these doors? Oh yeah. This is Tim's big battery as well.
Okay, to anybody listening to me at the moment, can you tell me my name? Not even a J. I think they're taking some warming up. Did you hear that? No.
I heard footsteps.
I didn't hear it.
Like small footsteps. Like tip tap, tip tap.
I want to put the bloody light on, man. I don't like this. I can see why Phil was on edge on the first vigil. Although you're in this big open room and you've got the screen as a distraction and, you know, the cameras, there's a feeling of being listened to, and it's not by you watching the episode after it's edited. It's just a feeling that, you know, people are listening to you, although they're not doing a lot. It does feel like you're in company of someone or something.
Now, when Natalie was speaking to you earlier, you kept spelling out Phil's name. So Phil's one of the people here with me tonight. Can you tell me any of the other names of the people in our team? No. Why is no one wanting to chat to me? Give him a good shake.
Is there anybody here with us? If you just stood there listening or watching, please let us know that you're here.
I'm going to ask again, because I know there's a few of you in here. How many spirits are there in this building? Can you tell me now, please? Oh. 4. So the owner of the building apparently wants to, or did want to turn this into a home for the elderly. Would you like that, or did you prefer it as a school? Is it me that's rubbish at spelling?
Okay, so we're on to third vigil, and here I am on my own on the hub, which from that angle there with the camera it looks quite cosy. I've got a sofa, a little lamp, looks nice, but everything behind this sort of setup here is complete pitch black, so I can only see what's beyond here on this first screen here. So let's see what happens. I know that both Phil and Tim have both felt very uncomfortable sat here by themselves, so we'll see how we go.
So this cellar is renowned for poltergeist activity then, isn't it? It's like bits of glass and pebbles and clinking bottles.
Clinking bottles?
Yeah. Yeah, next to Phil.
Oh,
so
next
if there's anybody down here with us, if you'd like to move those bottles next to Phil.
It's very quiet in here at the moment. That's one thing that I've noticed about this building. It seems so quiet, so still. There's no sound of like external noise or wind or weather or traffic. So if anything did make a noise in here, then I would hear it quite clearly.
It's getting quite late.
I come to see you, or hear you. Either one.
If you can't show yourself, yeah, just speak to us.
Hello? Somebody in here with me? Can you make a noise, please? I'm hearing really sort of like tiny small noises like movement. It sounds like, you know, when somebody kind of creeps round, like if you're trying to sort of tiptoe. Hello? Are you in here with me? Are you trying to be quiet? I can hear you.
Been told you can do some really big banging noises if you want to. If you want to make a noise like you're kicking the door or scratching the door, if that's how you communicate, that's fine. We're happy for that.
I can hear footsteps. That was weird. There was like a light just very quickly in front of me, but like an arc of a light. It wasn't bright, it was kind of like a dull sort of glow rather than a beam of light. And I'm kind of, you know when you kind of think, did I see that or was it just my eyes? But it's just black beyond, so I can't understand. Oh, that looks weird. That sort of freaked me out a little bit. Hello? I'm starting to get that light now where I can understand why Tim and Phil didn't really like it in here. I'm getting that now, whereas before when I was first sat here, I felt okay, but now I am starting to feel a little bit creeped out.
Come on then, if there's somebody here with us. Apparently you can move these glasses or make a noise with them. Can you do it now? Can you move one of those bottles? Let's hear you clank those bottles. Can you make a vocal sound for us, please?
Sorry, noisy coat.
Isn't it?
There you go.
Come on, if there's anybody here, can you repeat this, please?
That's my stomach.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought we had to.
Did you used to come and play in the cellars? You used to dare each other to come into the cellar? Are you here now? Are there any women here connected to this building? Or any gentlemen that used to work here?
That's where we're going in here, which is the very end part of the building. It's like a little annex.
But it's bigger than you think inside, isn't it? The rooms are...
Yeah, it is. It's
big.
actually very grand inside. It's a shame that it's...
It'd be a fantastic home.
It's freezing in here.
Wow. Oh, gosh, it is cold, isn't it? Oh, that's me, sorry.
Hello? Anybody home? Anybody in here? Hello? We can go and have a look in that bar area if you want.
I think that would be a better place. That's supposed to be very active, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's very dark in here. Hello? Anybody in here? Let us know if you're here. Put your light on.
So we've been told that the spirits that reside in this area do like to let themselves be known. Would like you to come forward and do that for us now.
Okay, so we're doing the last vigil, and what we've done is we've invited Nick and Nat to join myself and Jane, and we've come up to the top floor to see if it would make a difference, because we've got familiar faces that are obviously known throughout the building, and we're wondering if it's maybe a little bit quiet because they don't know myself and Jane. So we'll see what happens.
Come on, make yourselves known. Me and Nick know what you can do in this building. We know what you can do on this top floor. Make a noise, make a bang, let us hear your footsteps. Move one of the doors. Knock, tap.
Shall we take a walk down the corridor?
Yeah, should we do that? Would you need a bit of light?
Yes, please. I don't want to fall down the stairs.
I'll shut this door.
Okay, if there's anybody down here, we're coming to see you. Do you want to come and say hello to us?
Are they moving around below? That sounded like movement. Dragging. Did you hear that?
I hear movement.
At the minute they're in that far end of the room, so would you hear that from here?
Which room?
You know, where we were set.
No, yeah.
Hear that?
What? Like a dragging sound? Yeah. Where did it come from?
Corridor.
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder if they coming back in or something. What the hell that was?
Can we hear your footsteps?
I heard one step then, but it was very faint.
Yeah.
I heard one step then, but it was very faint.
Yeah.
That was you. Make it louder, please.
What was that?
That was like a breath, wasn't it?
I heard it. It was all like a. It was all like a.
But over your direction.
Yeah, it was. It was behind me. Nice. Okay. Are you down this corridor? Are you waiting for us to come down there? Can you make a noise so we can follow you if you are?
Come on, make yourselves known, please. If you're with us, make a noise. Was that you?
No.
That was behind you.
What did you hear?
Like 2 taps.
If that was you, can you do it again, please?
I heard that. Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Yeah.
That was like something like a tiny little
Something
scroll.
Yeah. It's like a grit, like grit or something like that. Give me the camera. Take it. Thank you.
See, we know you're here.
Do it again for me. Can you do it again? And if you do it again,
That's
I'll
me.
come in there.
Sorry, that was me standing on that floorboard.
Stop it. What's that?
That's fantastic. Do it louder, please. Do it nice and loud.
What the? Wow. What the?
That's a bang. That can't be them, surely. That was loud.
That was like a drag.
Do you know what?
furniture.
This is what. When we were on first vigil, we felt like we could hear noises, but they were coming from the floors below, like the floor below, rather than on this one.
Which nobody was on.
Yeah.
Nobody was on it.
Which is what we've had.
Yeah.
Here.
And that was like literally furniture just being dragged. That's what it sounded like. You're doing fantastic now. Can you do it again, please? Do it nice and loud.
If you're out by the stairs, can you make a noise on the stairs, please?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. That was over there in that corner.
Yeah.
Did one of you two move then?
No,
No, I just went like that.
you didn't move your feet.
I heard a tap.
I heard a tap, very, very light though.
Mm. Okay, time to call it a night here at the George Jarvis School. We've had a good few hours in the building, and what a fantastic place. Such a great privilege to have had access here. A very interesting time that we've had. A few noises, definitely some really strange feelings, especially I would say up on the top floor.
What a building, what an amazing building. Was an honour to be here. We had some stuff going on. We know that sometimes it's more active than other times. And I look forward to listening to the audio to see what we have picked up.
I just didn't want to be on my own because there was an atmosphere here. And there's atmospheres at many places. But yeah, this one was just different. And this one was like you was being watched. all the time, particularly on the top end?
The strangest thing for me was the first vigil, where I felt really, really uncomfortable in the hub area. I felt on edge. I just could not get used to being there. I always felt something was not right.
And I think doing that lone sort of vigil down on the hub cam was very interesting, especially for the boys. They seem to get more worried about being by themselves down there. All in all, I would say an absolute honour to have spent time in here, and hopefully at some point we'll maybe come back and have another visit.
Really, an eerie, atmospheric, strange place, the school here.
I just did not feel comfortable at all, and that's not really like me. I felt on edge all the time, and in the end I think Tim came up to keep company a little bit.
I'd love to come back actually. It's such a huge building, I think there's more to cover. Great night.
I have been contacted by someone with regards to some very strange activity taking place in their home. The family reside in an old farmhouse situated in North Wales and have been experiencing bizarre events for quite some time. They have told me that objects have been known to move by themselves and that the family pets can often become very unsettled. They're staring into an empty space as if seeing something or someone there. They will often refuse to go into certain rooms. Family friends have experienced terrifying nights in the guest room and point-blank refused to stay there again. Could this be worth a look for the team?
I'm bringing an old and derelict chapel forward to the team, which is rumoured to be haunted. This is quite an isolated site, which makes it more interesting that there have been sightings of a hooded figure seen in the window and walking around the building. Many have said this is in connection with the building being used for dark practices and satanic worship. Chanting has been heard by explorers who have fled at the sound, not wanting to risk being spotted. Could this be made up stories about an old empty building, or could there be some truth to the rumours? I'd be interested to find out. My location is a country inn and guest house, which is host to several spirits. The building originated as a cottage dating back as far as 1273. Amongst the ghosts said to roam this building is a lady who is resident in guest room 3, and a man wearing dark clothing who is often mistaken for a regular customer has been witnessed on several occasions in the bar area. Mysterious music has been heard in the pub's kitchen, and when checking, no radios were turned on. I think it would be a great opportunity to spend the night in a very old and very haunted country pub.